Okay.
Okay, meeting order at 7:33 p.m., February the 15th.
Councilwoman Selby,
Present.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Present.
Councilwoman Martin.
Present.
Supervisor Keating, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pastor Ted, you have the floor. Thank you.
Ted Brailsford, Faith United Church of Christ. Thank you for the opportunity. Let us
Thank you.
pray. Holy God, we are thankful for this town of Boston. We celebrate and give thanks for the gifts of resources and good people of goodwill who live and work here in our community. And especially we give thanks for those who serve the public good, for those who respond to fires and all manner of emergencies, those who uphold and enforce our laws and codes, and for those who plan for the needs of the common good and who work for the common good in carrying out those plans. We pray for our community and for communities everywhere, especially those who struggle and face great hardships. We ask you send your blessings of courage and grace on all of us, and especially on this body this evening, this town board. In the deliberations of their work, may they have wisdom and discernment. May there be a spirit of cooperation and a creative spirit of hope and inspiration as they do what needs to be done for our community and in their lives. May the work of this board enrich and be a blessing to this town and to the members of this board, tonight and always. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, under preliminary matters tonight, we have no other preliminary matters, so we'll move on to regular business, which is item number 2. The first item of business is the correction and adoption of minutes from the February 1st, 2023 town board meeting. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I've had an opportunity to review the minutes. I make no suggested changes. I make a motion that we approve February 1st, 2023 regular board meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Abstain.
Thank you, and motion carried.
Okay, item number 2 under regular business tonight is the consideration of all fund bills. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. After reviewing the fund bills, I'd like to make a motion to approve payment of $333,277.10.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving along, item number 3 tonight is our correspondence. There are 3 items tonight. All have been received and filed with the town clerk's office. Item number 1 is the dog control officer report for January 2023. Item number 2 is the town clerk report for January 2023. And item number 3 is the 2022 annual report on revenues and expenditures of foreign fire insurance premiums from Patchen Volunteer Exempt Firemen's Benevolent Association. Again, all items have been received and filed with the town clerk's office. Item number 4 tonight is new business. First item is request from the floor. Anyone in the audience that would like to speak to any matters regarding the town, please feel free to come up to the microphone, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes each. The floor is open. All right, with no comments, I will close the floor. Item number 2 tonight is to appoint a part-time cleaner for the town of Boston at $18.97 per hour. Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. At this point, I would like to make a motion to appoint a part-time cleaner in the amount of $18.97 per hour, Mr. Patrick Francis.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Item number 3 tonight is a request for reappointment from Pam Zielinski to the Conservation Advisory Council. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take both 3 and 4 since they're both Conservation Advisory Council?
Yes, I would, Supervisor. We received 2 requests for reappointment for a 2-year term to the Conservation Advisory Council. First from Pam Zielinski, and the term goes from March 1st, 2023 to March 1st, 2025, and also from Caitlin Tucker. I make a motion to approve both these reappointments.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, so again, that was items 3 and 4. So moving along, item number 5 tonight under new business is to approve applications for the annual refuse licenses for MRC Disposal Incorporated, Modern Disposal Services Incorporated, and Waste Management of New York LLC. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We received 3 applications for annual refuse licenses, and I'd like to make a motion to approve MRC Disposal, Modern Disposal Services, and Waste Management of New York LLC applications for the current year.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 6 tonight is Resolution 2023-17 for retaining Rotella Grant Management Company. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. Since our past grant writer has decided to depart the grant writing process, we have received solicited and reviewed proposals from consulting firms, and the town board of Town of Boston would like to grant the Rotella Grant Management Company to provide grant writing and administrative services to the town for a flat fee of $1,800 per month, representing the best value to our town. I make a motion that we approve Resolution 2023-17.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving along. Item number 7 tonight is Resolution 2023-18, declaring a 2011 Chevrolet Silverado pickup truck as surplus. Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to adopt resolution number 2023-18, which declares the 2011 Chevy Silverado pickup truck surplus and authorizing of its disposal. The highway superintendent advised the town board that the equipment no longer meets the requirements of the highway department because of its age, condition, and changed needs. He recommends that this property be declared surplus and sold at auction, and he is going to oversee the sale of the property declared surplus. So the motion's on the table.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 8 tonight is Resolution 2023-19, which is adopting a spoils and scrap material policy. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2023-19, whereas the town supervisor prepared a proposed soils and scrap material policy for the town of Boston, and it is attached herewith. And I'd like to make a motion to adopt this policy.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 9 tonight is Resolution 2023-20 for the installation of new garage doors at EMS Hall. I'd like to make a motion to table that resolution. There's some discussion downstairs regarding the proposals that were received. There's some questions regarding the weather stripping. So until the town board receives that answer, I'd like to make a motion to table Resolution 2023-20.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 10 tonight is Resolution 2023-21, authorizing disposal of surplus equipment. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The Town of Boston employees have identified the following equipment obsolete due to age, condition, or change needs. My name is not in here, thank goodness. So Supervisor's Office, Physio Control, lithium battery. I just want to know if they're listening. Supervisor's Office, the Fellows, Saturn 3 I9. You good? You wanna-
I'm
you
good.
wanna make-
That's good. That's
Okay.
good.
It's a laminator. There's a Dell Latitude laptop in the supervisor's office, community room. There's a piano. Oh, community room for a printer. I'm not going to pronounce that name correctly, but it starts with a K. Dog control bulletproof vest. It's size 58L2, and dog control dog crate with a broken door, and then one for assessor's office, 8 PC battery backup. I make a motion that we approve resolution number 2023-21.
I will second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes,
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I'm glad your name's not on there either.
thank you. It's too late, motion's passed.
It's got to be the
Moving
funniest
on.
thing I've heard. That's good. That was good, John. Uh, That's good.
For some there, I thought Zach was here.
Right? Exactly. All right. Item 11 tonight under new business is Resolution 2023-2022, authorizing funds for the town share of cost for Erie County Soil and Water Conservation District project at Colonial Drive site. Councilwoman Selby, I'm sure you would love to take this one.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Supervisor. I would like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 2023-22. Whereas Mark Gaston from Erie County Soil and Water Conservation District has reviewed and spoke to a number of affected landowners in the area of Colonial Drive. And we are on the docket for a grant funding where the town will allocate up to $5,000 towards the overall cost of completing the project. I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes,
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving along. Item number 12 tonight is Resolution 2023-23, which is the lead agency for seeker for the Delaware River Solar Project. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So this is a notice of intent to declare the seeker lead agency status and determine the significance of the environmental impact proposed large-scale solar energy system development at 7832 Feddick Road. This is a Delaware River Solar for a 23-acre large-scale solar energy system and power interconnection with the driveway access on the 72-acre parcel at 7832 Feddick Road. It intends to seek variances from the zoning board and a special use permit from the town board. The town board intends to refer the application for a special use permit to the planning board for site plan review, report, and its recommendation for approval or disapproval. Amongst other considerations, this proposed action is on an agricultural parcel and is anticipated that Erie County comments, obviously, on the impact on agricultural resources or other matters highly relevant to the evaluation of this project. The seeker is State Environmental Quality Review Act. It's a full environmental assessment, part one, and is appropriate, and it is appropriate to commence the seeker review for this action. Let's see, the lead agency is Town of Boston. The coordination request will be circulated to involved agencies. If no objections or responses are received within 30 days from when the completed part one of the EAF was transmitted, the town board of the Town of Boston will declare lead agency status in advance of making a determination of environmental significance. I wanted to read that so everybody understood what the stages were. So I make a recommendation that we approve resolution number 2023-23.
I second that. Took me a
It
minute
starts
to
the process.
Yes.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukashik?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item 13 tonight is the application for use of facility for the New York State Troopers. And Councilman Carter-Keating, would you like to take that item tonight?
Well, this is in retrospect.
Yes,
right?
it is.
The New York State Troopers request was for a social event on February 8th at 1 p.m. in the town hall with kitchen and bathroom facilities. Nothing else further was requested, and it was done via phone call by Tomio. I make a motion that we approve this past use of facility.
I'll second.
Okay. Just wanted to make note that the fee is also being waived for that.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. All right. Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keating?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yeah, yes. And I will also add, as the town clerk had stated, that the fee was waived because for those of you that may not be aware, the State Trooper Barracks across the street is a leased building to the State Troopers. So that's why we had made the decision to waive that fee at that time. But yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Councilwoman Lukashik?
Yes, because if I don't want to be arrested.
And Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
You're on fire tonight.
I'm just saying. It's been a long day.
Okay. Item number 14 tonight under new business is the application for use of town meeting facility for compliance training. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We received a use of facility application from Allison Kozar, Assistant to the Supervisor, for May 11th, 2023, from 9:30 in the morning till 11:30 in the morning, as well as 6 p.m. at night to 8 p.m. at night for compliance training. The Town Hall Community Room is requested without the kitchen for that those events. So I'd like to make a motion to approve this application for use of town meeting facility.
I'll second, and I will add that this was a really great way to knock out all the state required training. It was quick and easy and very concise. So I will plan on attending.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keating?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukashik?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, we have items 15 and 16 tonight. Both are application for use of facility. One is for the Hamburg Central School District, and the other is for the Hamburg Junior Baseball and Softball League. There's some discussion downstairs regarding both of these use facilities. There's an upcoming meeting on March 1st that I'll be having with the Hamburg schools and then also the Hamburg junior baseball team. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to table both of those until our next meeting until after that. There's going to be some discussion regarding a new use facility and a fee structure. So again, I'd like to make a motion to table on items number 15 and 16.
Second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keating?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukashik?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 17 is another application for use of town meeting facility for the Boston Democratic Social Club. And Councilman Carter-Keating, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. The Boston Democratic Social Club submitted an application from Barbara Moore. They would like to use the planning board room. There's a number of dates from a time of 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Madam Clerk, is this facility available on these dates and times?
Yes, it is.
Therefore, I make a motion that we approve this use of town meeting facility.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keating?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukashik?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, there are no old items for business tonight, so we'll move on to reports and presentations. Highway Superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you. First, over the past few weeks, the guy's been working on one of the dump boxes of one of the trucks, painting it and cleaning it up and making it look pretty. Other than that, the guy's been out cleaning up plow damage on the town roads. We do not clean up any of the damage on the county roads. We don't plow the county roads, but any town road that the intersections are lawn damage, we do go around and clean it up the best we can. And other than that, Christmas trees, I've announced it for several weeks, and I still see trees up by the road. Some of them are disappearing. I don't know where they're going, if Waste Management's picking them up, but Waste Management picks up the Christmas trees. So if you got a tree out by the road, give them a call and they'll pick it up. And that's all I have tonight.
All right. Thank you very much. Councilwoman Selby, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to thank Mark Gaston from Erie County Soil and Water, as well as Supervisor Keating, working together to initiate this project on Colonial Drive. I guess it's been an issue for a number of years, and I'm happy to see that being resolved. And thank you very much for taking care of that. I look forward to having that taken care of.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to thank the fire departments. There were some pretty large fires the last couple of weeks, and I just my heart goes out to those poor people. And I know there was one up on the East Hill and also down Zimmerman Heinrich. And I'd like to formally thank again our volunteer services, EMS, all the people who responded. It really, you don't realize how lucky we are to have the volunteers we have in this town. So. Thanks for that. That's all I have for today.
All right. Thank you very much. Councilman Cardicchini, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. Last meeting, I reported that I attended the North Boston installation dinner and very much appreciated that invitation. Last weekend, I had the privilege to attend the Boston Fire Company's installation dinner, and it was a great night of socialization in a low-key setting. And I'd like to echo Kathy's sentiments on the first responders. I was on the scene on Saturday night because it was a family friend. And it was amazing to see. It was, I guess, I'm not a firefighter, but there were 7 companies present at that fire. You had Hamburg, East Eden, you had Armor and Orchard Park, and then all 3 of the companies in the town responded, in big numbers. It was quite the scene. And I would personally like to thank Wendy O'Brien for checking on me because I did fall on the scene and tripped over a stretcher it was dark and you couldn't see anything. I was there in a humanitarian capacity. I wasn't there in any town function, but I did take some clothing and some coats and items to the family that lost their home. But just take a moment of thanks to all of you. It's really, you all occupy a very, special place in my heart. So thank you all. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you very much. Councilwoman Lukacek, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The planning board met yesterday, reviewed the Tim Hortons lot area for the update. There's that existing building at some point would come down and the new convenience store with the Tim Hortons would be put in its place with gas station fill-ups as well as an office building down where it's a lower elevation past where you normally would drive in at this time. There is a discussion proposal review to be done with the folks that are devising this new plan along with the it's a county highway, correct?
State.
The state. Okay. So with the state DOT around the 219 and the circle and having exits for better egress and ingress and on Boston State Road so that you would have turning lanes coming into out of north and south is the suggested proposal. So I just want to let everyone know that that is coming. And that's all I have. The planning board meets the second Tuesday of every month if anyone's interested in listening in. Generally, the planning board meetings are for the board meetings, the board members to discuss. And then the comment period would come for the public hearings. So just want to let everyone know. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Councilwoman Martin, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just wanted to let everybody know, obviously, because of our lovely, nice, warm weather, the Snowshoe and Snowmen event that the Conservation Advisory Council had planned for this weekend has been postponed to next Saturday, the 25th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And hopefully, well, I don't hope for, but for the sake of the snowshoe event, I hope we get some snow so that they can hold it. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. Town Clerk report for January 2023 has been submitted to Supervisor Keating. And I did receive an email regarding the blood drive of Tuesday, February 7th. This is read as, "Good morning. Thank you so much for sponsoring another blood drive with Connect Life. We truly appreciate all of your hard work and support of our mission." You had 28 units collected, which has the possibility of saving 84 local patients' lives. And the 2023 town and county tax bills have been mailed. On-time payments are due or postmarked by March 15th. If you have questions regarding your bill, please call my office or stop in. We will be happy to help you. Thank you, and that's all I have.
All right, thank you very much. Just a couple things tonight. First, I want to welcome Pat as a new town hall cleaner for the town. He is our town resident. He's retiring from Hilbert College, I found out, and actually through another connection, I kind of know him in a roundabout way. So I'm really looking forward to him coming on and helping out clean our town hall and town properties. He's going to be a great addition to the team. Also want to welcome Rotella Grant Management. They write some fantastic applications. I've had the opportunity to review some of those through the Community Development Block Grant selection process. So I'm really looking forward to continuing the good work and trying to pull in taxpayer money from either state, federal, or other funding opportunities. One of the big points from Rotella, from all of us on the town board, that appealed to us is that they also offered to work with our fire companies as well. So that's in our emergency squad. So that's a really big plus, and certainly help out our community as a whole. If the residents haven't seen it yet, there's a tree. I just want to bring it up tonight in my report that's leaning on the utility wires. It's been leaning on them down. Some of you are shaking your heads. You know about this. There's a tree that's leaning on the utility lines down on Boston State Road, just north or west of Umphalius, and it's been that way for a while. It's been the game of I don't want to touch it type scenario, where whether it's NYSEG or Verizon, they don't want to cut the tree. It's kind of ironic, because if there's a tree that would traditionally land on a line, they would take it down. So the folks over at Erie County Hamburg Barn DPW spoke with Joe Donnellan. He is going to have a crew out there probably within the next, hopefully, couple weeks, as soon as he can get a bucket truck that will get that tree off the line. So hopefully we don't have any power outages here in the community. But I do appreciate the residents bringing it to the town board's attention, and there has been resolve in lieu of that. Colonial Drive, I'll echo Councilwoman Selby's sentiments on that area. That has been an area, even going back, for those of you that remember Councilman Larry Murtha, he was working on this project back then. This has been a heavy lift for the community for quite some time. So between the town drainage report, that was something that we had created, partnering with Erie County Soil and Water and other entities, we finally have a resolve and solution to this area. Kathy said it best, and I'm just looking forward to this being resolved, so these residents can actually enjoy their homes and their properties without having the water issues that they've been going through for a number of years. Speaking on the topic of water phase one, I had the opportunity to speak with the Clark Patterson Lee, who's one of the engineers for the community. Phase one of the water projects is slated to be out and bid, hopefully March, April-ish, where it's right now it's at Erie County Department of Health, waiting for their feedback and their comments. Once the engineer and the town board receives those comments back, we'll prepare the proposal, get the request for proposal. We'll get the request for proposal out. Must be a ghost. And we'll get the request for proposal out, and from there we'll be able to identify what the scope and the costs associated with that phase project. Again, water phase one of that project is going to be in the north end of town, around the Heinrich area, some area of Boston State Road, and others. And information is on the town website under the water project link. So if anyone has any questions or like to see and identify what's going on, that's where you can find that information. And that is all I have for tonight. So I'll make a motion to end the meeting at 8:02 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned. You're wonderful. Can you stop down here, please?
You're welcome.
But if I'm not happy. Well, maybe you could go